This is going to be a music reaction to a band called Annihilator, and the song is called Alison Hell. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a moment, and also tell you what makes this reaction special. You may ask, why should you come to this channel? Well, because I pride on being real and authentic, because I believe that you deserve authenticity. So stay tuned, grab a drink, and don't go anywhere as Tazzz Reacts. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for stopping on by. So yeah, this is a special reaction because this is due to a Patreon PayPal donation request, which I thank you so much for. Most of the monies go back into the channel to try to make it better for you, the viewer, to keep you coming on back. And this goes out to the amazing and the awesome Cough Drop. Thank you so much, Cough Drop. Everybody give Cough Drop a hand. Now, this is a band I've never heard of before, which I'm always excited about that actually, because I never liked surprises before until this channel started. So musically, I like surprises. I like surprises monetarily too. Just saying. But anyway, this is a group called Annihilator. The song is called Alison Hell. I wanted to know a little something about them. So just looking it up, it says Annihilator is a Canadian thrash metal band founded in Ottawa in 1964, 1984 by Jeff Waters. Uh, Waters is the band's sole constant member and has achieved or acted as a guitarist, band leader, writer, producer, engineer, and occasional bassist and vocalist. Wow, that's pretty cool. I learned something today about them. Also learned that I need to go to the eye doctor because these glasses aren't working like they used to. Real and authentic. Um, I pride on authenticity. Also, this is to gain more exposure and notoriety for the musicians. So if you like the song, I want you to like and comment and subscribe to their channel, please. Links are always in the descriptions. Just imagine if it was you, right? Um, Tell me down in the comments because I like to hear from you. You matter. Tell me what is one thing that you love about music. I know there's a lot, but tell me one thing that you love about music and what it means to you. Okay. That being said, let me shut the hell up and let's hear what this is all about. And I don't pause my music because I like to get immersed into it. So if you want to know my perspectives and how I feel about it, then you stay tuned. All right. As Tazzz Reacts. Wow. Okay. Good that they did that. I like that. Change up.
wonderful, living life afraid. Now look around the corner, I might be lurking there. Come to the bed at night, you're out till dawn again. Your mind begins to fold. Aren't you growing cold? You are looking blue. What else can you do? I begin my rule, life hideous in your mind. Crying out you've lost it all, it isn't worth a dime. Your mind begins to fold. Aren't you going cold? What are you looking for? Soon I close the door. Sitting in the corner, wanting to love. No one listens to your fears, you created me. Alice, isn't it frightening? Alice, aren't you scared? I was killed at birth. I shoot this final scene. You're in the basement. You're trapped in sanity. What were you looking for? As I close the door. Here you shall dwell. Earth's frozen hell. Alice. Alison. Alice. In hell. Goodbye.
You know what? This is another perfect example of why I don't like to pre-watch videos before I react to them because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. So I love this because this was really it was good, bad. I mean, bad for the lyrics and what this represented, but good because they sounded really good. I've never heard of them before in my life. So definitely shout out to them. There's a lot of shout outs I like to give to Annihilator. First, I like and respect how they put right at the beginning that I don't know if that'd be called a disclaimer, but something that they put at the beginning saying that is actually based on a true story about this little girl who's afraid of the boogeyman. Um, and then it honestly said, like, basically the inexperience or the ignorance of the parents. And I mean that in a humbling way. Like, parents don't know everything. So them thinking that she was going through a phase, I can understand how that could be. But then again, I don't know the intensity that Alice was having. Like maybe as a parent, at some degree, you're like, okay, wait a minute, this has been going on too long. Maybe it's not a phase. So I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I can't speak fully on it. But so I like how they let you know. And then they said basically the song is narrated by the increasingness of Alice's insanity, which is very, very saddening as itself. I can only imagine being scared of the boogeyman. Fun fact. about Taz, and I'm going to tell you, okay? So this is a true story. So fun fact about me is one of my favorite horror movies, because I love horror. Horror is my genre of movies. One of my favorite horror movies is a movie called Hell Night with Linda Blair. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen it before. If you've seen it before, spoiler alert, there's this part where one of the mutated, not mutated, but creatures, or I call him a creature, hideous sons is coming out of the bathroom in this girl's room, and the door is cracked at first, and all of a sudden the camera's through the eyes of the creature, and it's coming slowly out of the cracked bathroom, out into the front of the bed, and around in front of the girl at the bed. And she opens up her eyes. Then the camera angle changes to this hideous, full, it looks like it's 7 feet tall, humped over her bed. That, as a kid, gave me chills up my back and scared the hell out of me. So much so, this is real, that I used to hate leaving doors cracked. So, like, if I went into the bathroom, like at my home, and left it and turned the lights out, the door had to be wide open. Never leave it cracked. It could be closed or it could be fully open, but don't never leave it cracked, because I would think of that scene. So I can understand about Boogeyman. That Boogeyman haunted me for a long time, from a child into adulthood. So I had to share that, you know. Let me know if you have any Boogeyman experiences that you want to share, okay? So wow. So this made sense with the heavy metal uh atmosphere and sounds and stuff that they were giving. That definitely can represent, mimic what insanity would feel like in musical form. So they did a perfect job with that. They sounded really, really great. Like all the instrumentalists sounded amazing. I don't know all their names or anything like that. And at first, at the beginning, I thought, oh, this might be an instrumental just representing her insanity. But then when the guy started singing, um, that thrasher rock and roll voice, I just loved it, because his voice to me sounded like how it would be insanity, also like interpreting her. And I love how it had a lot of layers to it, like a musical onion, if you will. Like it had change ups between the harmonies and stuff like that, the instruments being played. I'm not a musician, so I think it's harmony, but it kept changing up. And then his layer with singing. And then the cool part, even cooler, is there was this part in the middle where the lead singer, um, sounded like he was coming from the voice of the Boogeyman. So, like he said here, because I had brought up the lyrics, that part was sitting in the corner, you are naked and alone, which makes me feel that that's talking about the vulnerability of Alice. Like, naked and alone is like the ultimate vulnerability. And then right after that, he said another line: "No one listened to your fears. You've created me." So that's a scary thing, because I mean, yeah, boogeymen are in people's minds, and they technically do create them. However, just because everybody else can't see it and stuff, it shouldn't go unnoticed. Like I said, like if it's here and there, a person has like a nightmare and stuff, that happens. But I would say if this is something that happened to Alice or anybody else constantly, like let's say every night, somebody's freaked out, and then you're into 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road and stuff. To me, I think that needs to be addressed. Um, so I guess for people listening right now, if you have any young ones or whatever that's freaking out, and stuff like that, don't just assume, oh, it's okay. Um, if it happens repetitively is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I like how he did that part, because that was definitely sounded like it was coming from the voice of the boogeyman. So you have that juxtaposition. You have this song through the eyes of Alice interpreting her, and then for that moment you have through the eyes of the vocals of the boogeyman. So I really, really like that. Music has that ability to just invoke so many different types of feelings. I mean, this one took you into the depths of hell because I'm thinking and putting myself in the shoes of Alice and anybody else like Alice who've had these type of debilitating fears that weren't addressed, especially as a child. I mean, if you have fears as an adult, at least you have the adult mind and ability to maybe seek help outside the family or whatever, talk yourself down off the proverbial ledge. But as a child, you're pretty limited. I don't know how she was as a child. She could have been shy or something and maybe didn't want to tell anybody else or whatever. And she couldn't go seek her own help, you know. So yeah, very, very interesting song. I feel for Alice and anybody like Alice who's had those type of fears. To me, some of the worst fears are the ones you can't see. As opposed to something tangible that you can touch or whatever. So yeah, this is the part of the show where I do a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. Were you paying attention? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Great first impression. Cough drop. Thank you. Great choice. So thank you so much. So if you want to hear any other songs that I react to, because there's a lot, then I want you to still sit back and check out right there. I want you all to take it easy and keep it breezy.